22, calling Mark.
I'm Frankie. I go to Hillsong New Jersey. I grew up in West Orange, New Jersey. I lived in a business-oriented family. I knew this plus this equaled success, and I was willing to take any shortcut around that. I got a phone call from a friend saying he was gambling and having some fun. I remember the first week getting super compulsive with it. And I remember blowing through what was my savings at the time within 2 weeks. I loved it. And I loved doing it just because it fed my addiction. And my addiction was gambling. And it just took me away from academics completely. I had no focus for anything. The biggest trap with gambling is losing money you don't have. Because once you get into that rabbit hole, you're willing to do whatever. And that's kind of where my life took a turn. I have the biggest bet of my life, and I lost 25 grand. I went nuts. I ended up going to drink on my own. I blacked out, bought lottery tickets, I scratched them in the bodega, claimed I won $1 million. Turns out I didn't. I destroyed the bodega, I hung around, cops came. I got aggressive with the cops, and they put me in jail. Once I came to the reality that this wasn't a nightmare, this is actually what I did, I just had a breakdown. All the truths coming out at once destroyed me. People cut me out of their life instantly. I didn't know how to deal with it. So when I got home, I grabbed a handful of fentanyl pills. I drove up the street in a real woody area, and I was at peace. I was like, so ready to be done. Parents found me in the woods, and they rushed me to Morristown Medical Center. They diagnosed me with a couple mental health disorders, and they put me in the psych ward where I went on to spend 10 days. I was on the phone with my mom after like 2 days, and I was just like, hey Ma, like, I don't know what to do in here. Can you just bring me a book? And the line in the book that is tattooed in my brain is, society will judge what you've done, and God cares about what you can become. And I melted. And that's when I gave my life to Christ. This was the first time I heard the words like grace and forgiveness. Those were two words that completely freed me of who I was. And it was then when he shared, hey, no, actually, the thorn's in your side, so you surrender to me daily. I felt like God was telling me, your story's not for you, it's for me. I just celebrated a year sober on September 15th. Changes of behavior, the changes in my thoughts, the changes in my life didn't happen overnight, but because of the people God put in front of me have really slowly shaped me into the man that I'm becoming.